Hey everyone, and welcome to your heart opening practice. So very quickly before we get started, I just wanted to tell you about Rise, my new online yoga community space. So if you do enjoy practicing with me here on YouTube, please do head over. You'll get your 7 days free access, so you can just have a little look around. There's much more variety and longer classes on there. So yes, I would love to see you over there. But let's get back to today and let's get started. So with our heart opening flows, we're obviously going to be working into physically opening into the chest, the shoulders, and into some back bends as well today. So with our back bends, we just want to be really mindful that we take it slow and steady, that we can find this comfort and ease with wherever we're at today without pushing, without forcing anything at all. And that's not only to kind of look after our physical body, but also some of these opening postures can feel really vulnerable, that we're kind of like opening our heart up. So we want to be mindful as well about protecting our emotional energy. So keep checking in today. Just keep coming back to that connection to your breath. Listen, let your breath be your guide. So let your breath tell you how you're feeling in the posture, and then just check in with yourself. Like, how does it feel for you? Does this feel like something that is empowering? Does it feel good for you? And if not, just take a moment to kind of just back off gently and come to a different variation. Just making sure that we really try and enjoy every part of this. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to begin lying down on our backs. If you have your block, really handy today. So have that near the top of your mat. But when you're ready, coming all the way down and I will meet you there. Finding that position that feels comfortable, that feels restful. Just allowing the hands to fall out by the sides. Gently close the eyes. And before we begin to do anything at all today, let's take a little bit of time to undo. A few deep breaths to release anything we might be holding on to, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw, the neck. And just a moment to check in with how we are at the beginning of our practice. How have we arrived to our mats today? And in yoga we talk about this balance between effort and ease, between sthira and sukha. And our sthira is our stability, our intent in the physical posture. And our sukha is our comfort and our ease. So throughout today's practice, really trying to focus on finding that point, finding your edge. And with our sthira, it relates to this fire, this discipline within our practice. And then the sukha allows us to just start to let go, to be fully present, to find comfort in every posture, in every place that we come to. And as always, these lessons that we journey through in our physical practice can then be taken with us off the mat as we kind of flow and navigate our way through those ups and downs, the ebb and flow of everyday life. Okay, just bringing one hand now to the heart space. Bring the other hand on top. And take a moment to just rest there, to feel into that space, to feel that energy into the heart. And to remind ourselves to practice today with ahimsa, with this kindness to ourselves, to give this love to ourselves. Taking 2 big releasing breaths together. When you're ready, breathing into belly, into chest, and sigh it out. One more there, big breath in. A little more. And release. And then as you breathe in, let's take that nice big full body stretch. Maybe a little wiggle. You could gently begin to flutter the eyes open now. And then draw in the hands by the sides, bringing the soles of your feet down to your mat. And we'll start with this little bit of activation through the back body, through the glutes. So pushing down through the hands, pushing down through the feet, making sure as well we can just about tickle the heels. Take a big breath in. And then start to squeeze into your glutes, lifting the pelvis, and try and have that little tilt of the hips towards you as you lift all the way up into your bridge. On your exhale, ripple down from the upper back, from the mid back, hips lower last. Inhale to squeeze and lift. And exhale to lower. Let's add in a little bit of arm movement if you would like to now. So as you inhale, push down through the feet, lift the hips, lift the arms all the way overhead, squeeze at the top. And then exhale, releasing the arms down, releasing the back and the hips. 2 more like that. So inhale, squeeze and lift. Try and tilt that pelvis towards you. The knees stay parallel, the arms reach. Exhale to lower. Inhale, squeeze it all the way up. This time, reaching the arms above the head, holding it there for a breath. And then keeping the hips lifted, release the hands back down by the sides, either push in there or interlace the hands underneath you. And then maybe just rolling on from shoulder to shoulder as we lift a little higher. Breathing into the chest, into the belly. And then release all the way down, nice and slow. Cactus in the arms here, so taking the arms out wide. Just heel toe the feet as wide as your mat. And start to gently sway the knees from side to side. And then next time the knees drop all the way to the right, we'll just hold it there, dropping the head towards the left. Option for a little more, you could hook the right ankle over that left thigh. And just breathe into that left side space. And then inhale, coming all the way back to center. Exhale, dropping the knees across to your left, maybe head to the right. And again, you could stay there or you could hook that left ankle over the right knee. Maybe feeling that stretch all the way through the side of the body, also into the front of the right quad and hip flexor. And then next breath in, come all the way back to center, drawing the knees into the chest and taking the hands either to the shins or the knees. Start to just take a few little circles one way, just massaging into the lower back. And then a few the other way. And then come into this neutral position. Let's take the hands behind the thighs. We're going to start with our rocks forwards and backwards. And take a really good few rocks here. So maybe taking a moment to balance on the sit bones, a moment to balance on the shoulders, really get in through the full length of your spine. And then once we have the momentum, we're going to try today and come all the way onto the feet at the top of our mat into our fold. So when you're ready, you can use the hands, of course, to do this. Lowering the feet and then come all the way forward. Once you get there, maybe the feet are hips width to begin. Take an inhale as you lift through the chest. And then on your exhale, folding it down into your Uttanasana. But today, let's just explore a little movement here. So you could obviously take your ragdoll. You could take that sway from side to side. Or if you've got the hands down on the mat or towards blocks, you could kind of pedal through the feet here as well and just ease into the backs of the legs. Maybe a twist from side to side. Just moving in any way that feels good. That feels kind of nourishing, nurturing in your body. through opening through this heart space today, we really want to keep coming back to this theme of this kindness, of this love to ourselves, and through our physical practice, maintaining whatever we do, maintaining this kind, this compassionate space. On your next breath in, let's slowly roll all the way up to stand. And as you get to the top, reaching the arms up, big breath in. And on your exhale, let's cactus the arms, and again, just lift the heart forward. Maybe that gaze lifts. Stay in here for a breath. You can have a soft bend in the knees, a little squeeze through backs of the legs as we open into front body. And then inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale as you dive it down. Inhale, finding your length through the spine. Exhale to plant the hands. We're going to step it back to our downward facing dog. So making your way there. And again, as you arrive, just like we did in that fold, let's just explore. So it might be that pedal through the feet. It might be coming all the way forward. It might be more twists. Connecting to that deep, audible Ujjayi breath. Taking this final breath here in stillness, really pushing down through the hands, lifting through sides of the waist. And then inhale, looking towards the top of your mat. Exhale, soften the knees, end of your out breath, taking a few little steps to get there. Breathing in that space through the chest. Exhale as you ripple and fold it down. Inhale, nice and slowly, root to rise all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up. Option to take a little back bend as you squeeze the glutes forward, lift the gaze. And then exhale, dive it all the way down. Inhale, create that space, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to your downward facing dog. This time we're going to ripple forward through our plank. So on your next inhale, roll the body forward, find your high plank, push down through hands. And then exhale, lift the hips, wave it back, downward facing dog. We've got 3 more there. Inhale, ripple forward, shoulders over the wrists. You could always lower the knees here as well. Exhale, wave it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, that length through the spine, squeeze through the glutes. And exhale, wave it back. Last one, this time inhale, ripple all the way forward. And then as you exhale, lower the knees down towards your mat. Keeping the toes tucked here as we come all the way up onto the knees. We're just going to take a few rounds of our active twist here. So next time you breathe in, reaching the arms all the way up. And again, keep this little activity through the backs of the legs and the glutes. Exhale, left arm moves forward, right arm moves back. Maybe the gaze follows that right hand. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, taking that twist to your left. Inhale to reach. Exhale, right. One more to the left. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale into that twist. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, taking the hands down, planting the hands on the mat. Inhale, lifting through the chest, lift sit bones. And then exhale to wave it back to your downward facing dog. One breath here this time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, looks forward. End of your exhale, again, softening the knees. You could take a few little steps or a hop to get to the top of your mat. Breathing into your Ardha Uttanasana, that halfway point. And then exhale as you fold it down. Inhale, again, think of this unraveling through the spine as we lift the arms up. Again, option to squeeze the hips forward. And then exhale, dive it down. Inhale, chest lifts. This time, exhale, plant the hands, stepping or jumping through your first vinyasa. So finding your high plank, lower with control on that out breath. Inhale, opens through the chest for your back bend. And then exhale, wave it back to your downward facing dog. This time coming into 4 of our spinal waves. So on your inhale, ripple the body forward, really doming into the back. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips, and think about this movement through the spine. Inhale forward. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips, send it back. Inhale, dome into the back to ripple forward. Exhale, maybe lifting the head, bend the knees, wave it back. Last one here. Inhale forward. Exhale, bend the knees, wave it back. That movement from the pelvis. Back into your downward facing dog. One deep breath. And then inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, looking forward. Bringing that right knee through to chest and stepping the right foot through. Lower the back knee. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze into the inner thighs as we find this neutral space. One more in-breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to ease forward into the hips, cactusing the arms. And then you can continue with that circle all the way round and behind you. Interlace the fingers behind the back, pushing the knuckles down towards that left leg. Inhale, lifts and opens through the chest. Maybe that gaze lifts. And again, just breathing into that space. Really focusing on that breath as it fills the front of the body. And then inhale, coming back to this neutral position, reaching the arms up. And as you exhale, release the left hand down to the mat. Reach the right arm up. One breath in a twist. Again, full breath here. And then you're going to pivot on that left knee. So look down, pivot on the left knee and sweep the right leg all the way to the back of your mat. Options here, you could stay where you are. You could begin to hover the right foot. Or we're going to bend into our back knee and maybe reach back. Right hand might reach for the right ankle. And if we're kind of in that position, we don't quite reach, you can also keep this active. So really squeezing into that right glute. If you have got the connection or the bind with the hand, really kicking the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. Good. One more deep breath. And then slowly looking down towards your mat. Release those right toes all the way to the back of your mat. Release the right hand down. Tuck in the back toes. Come into your high plank. Breathe in. And then option to move through your vinyasa, either through the knees or through the toes, and wave it back to your downward facing dog. Again, just a moment. A big breath in. A big breath out. Those 4 spinal waves once more. So inhale, ripple the body forward, finding your high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the head, send the hips all the way up and back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips, send it back. 2 more there. So just think about this unraveling, this movement through the spine. Last one. And send it back. Good. Coming back to your downward facing dog. And then next in breath, that left leg lifts. Look forward. And drawing the left knee in towards the chest. And then step it all the way through. Lower the back knee. Ooh. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Finding your way again into this neutral position in your low lunge. So find this sturdy base. Reach the arms up high. And then next time you breathe out, you're going to ease into that left hip space or ease into the left knee. Cactus the arms, open the chest, and then continue that circle all the way around, interlacing the fingers behind you. Pushing the knuckles down that right leg, rolling through the shoulders. Head comes to wherever feels comfortable on your neck. Finding your drishti, your gazing point. Again, active through the legs, so that squeeze through the inner thighs and glutes. One more deep breath. Then inhale, coming back to our neutral position, reach the arms up, look forward. Exhale, right hand comes down to your mat and you sweep the left arm up. So we find a breath in this twist, so really open through the left shoulder. And again, from here, once more, looking down towards your mat, pivot on your right knee so you can send that left leg all the way out behind you, either hovering the left leg Or again, take your time, maybe bending into left knee, and you could stay with this active variation, or reaching back, maybe grabbing that left ankle. And if you have gone for the bind, really kicking the foot into the hand into the foot. Feeling this activity all the way through the back of that leg and glute. Last deep breath. And then slowly with control begin to release. Sending the left toes to the back of your mat. Release that left hand down. On your next in-breath, step it into your high plank. And then option to move through your vinyasa or straight back to your downward facing dog. Once you arrive there, again, pushing through the hands, creating space through sides of the waist. This neutral position as well with the pelvis, so allow it to kind of feel this little sensation or this release into the lower back by just gently tucking the pelvis. On your next in-breath, look forward, soften the knees, end of your out-breath, a step or a jump to get there. Inhale as you lift the chest halfway. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, once again lift, and you may want your block for this bit. We're going to bring our left hand towards the center of the mat, bend into left knee, and then breathing in, reaching the right arm all the way up. Maybe that gaze follows. And you could keep the right hand lifted, or you could take it behind the back, maybe towards the left inner thigh. And then inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, lower it down to where the left hand was. And then inhale, bend into right knee as you reach that left arm up high. An option to keep it reaching or take it behind the back or towards the right thigh. And gently release. Left hand comes all the way down. Take an inhale as you find that length through the spine. Exhale as you fold. Inhale all the way up to stand, unravel. Reach the arms up. Maybe connect the palms, maybe squeeze the glutes. And then exhale, dive it down. Inhale, finding that length through the chest, a step or a jump back through your vinyasa. Or straight back to your downward facing dog. And once you get there, take a big breath in, right leg lifts. Exhale, look forward, drawing that right knee through, stepping it towards the right thumb. Inhale, finding your way now into your high lunge, reaching the arms up. Finding that Kali Mudra with the hands, so interlacing all the fingers apart from that first finger, and then send that energy up, so really strong through the legs, through the thighs, and then lift and open through the heart. Take a few deep breaths, really just opening into that space, and again, your drishti, your gaze is wherever is comfortable. Last big breath in. And then as you exhale, releasing the hands all the way down. This time, left hand lowers, sweep that right arm all the way up. Easy twist. Take a breath as you arrive into the shape. And then we're going to flow from here. So as you inhale, reach the right arm forward. And then exhale, open and cactus the arm. You could always lower the back knee here as well. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, take it back. One more, inhale forward. And exhale, take it back. This time, inhale, reach that right arm all the way forward. And then as you exhale, release the right fingertips down, maybe to blocks or the mat. Inhale as you lift through the chest, ease into the hip space. And then exhale, pull back for this extended pyramid. So you could bring hands to blocks here. You could have a little bend in right knee. You could lift the right toes. Just take a few breaths as you actively try and pull that right hip back in space and the left hip forward. Relax into the head and neck. Final breath. And then as you inhale, ripple all the way forward. Lower the back knee down towards your mat. Reach the arms all the way up and then come into your twisted low lunge this time. So open towards your right side. You've got the option to stay here. You could take right hand towards the lower back or reach the right fingertips towards that left heel. If we have gone for any of the back bend variations, squeeze in the hips forward, and again, just think about this openness through the front of the body. Check in with the breath, finding those deep Ujjayi breaths. Again, think about this balance between effort and ease. One more deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to windmill the hands all the way down to the front of your mat. Framing your right foot, lift the back knee, sweep the right leg back, downward facing dog. Option to stay, option to move through your vinyasa. Rolling the shoulders back in your back bend, and then wave it back to your downward facing dog. One deep breath. And then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to look forward, left foot steps towards the left thumb, staggering the feet, and then inhale as you rise up, taking that Kali mudra with the hands. So this energizing mudra that we send all the way up towards the sky as we lift through the heart space. Again, feel into that strength, that power through the legs, and then allow yourself to open to wherever feels comfortable. Good. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, take the hands down to frame your right foot, but then circle that left arm up and over. Easy twist. Again, a breath to arrive, to open into the chest, to squeeze, to push through back heel, and then either keeping back knee lifted or lower. As you inhale, reach the left arm forward. Exhale, pull it back and cactus. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull it back. One more there. Inhale, forward and reach. And then exhale, open. Inhale, reaching all the way forward. Exhale, release the left fingertips down. And again, just find your gazing point. Lift the chest through that space, breathing in. And then exhale, pull it all the way back into this kind of extended pyramid. Again, just find your way into the posture that just feels good for you today. So that could be hands to blocks, it could be a bend through the knees. Actively try and create length with your inhale, so really reaching forward with the breaths in, and then pulling that left hip back with your exhales. Final breath. And then on your next inhale, start to walk the hands forward, bending into right knee so you can lower the knee all the way down. Reaching the arms up through center, and then open your lunge out or your twist out towards your left. Right arm moves forward, left arm moves back. And again, a moment to just check in. Maybe this is where we stay. You could take that left hand to lower back and just gently ease the hips forward, or you could reach back. Where is it? And maybe grab the right heel. So again, if you've gone for any of the back bend options, a little squeeze of the hips forward. Find where it feels comfortable on the neck. Find those deep, steady breaths. And try and stick with the option that, again, meets your edge today. And then as you inhale, ripple all the way forward. Take both hands down to frame your left foot. Lift the back knee. Wave it back, downward facing dog. And again, option to flow through your vinyasa. Or to make your way straight back, or to take any variation, again, that just feels nourishing, feels good for your body. And then once you've arrived back in your downward facing dog, you're going to take the feet roughly as wide as your mat. And we'll take a little twist here. So You're going to reach that left hand through. You might want to step the feet forward a little bit as well. Reaching the left hand through to either grab anywhere on that right leg or the right ankle, and maybe take your gaze underneath the right arm and just feel how that feels for your back. Again, just easing into the right amount of sensation. One more breath. And then gently releasing the left hand down. Breathe in. And then exhale, twisting underneath that left arm, maybe grabbing anywhere on that left leg. And then gently release. Right hand comes all the way down to the mat. Step it back to your regular downward facing dog. And then inhale to shift the gaze forward. Soften knees. End of that out breath. A step or a jump to the top of your mat. Breathing in to create that space. And then breathing out to come into your fold. And this time just find a variation. Again, that feels good. So it might be movement. It might be, again, a sway, a twist. Might be grabbing the backs of the legs. Try and allow the head to be really heavy, the weight to shift slightly forward into the toes, the balls of the feet. And then slowly starting to rise all the way up to standing. And when you get to the top, reaching the arms all the way up. And then exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. Okay, take a moment here, actually, before we do this bit, to just kind of shake everything out. So just have a little play around with like kind of swishing from side to side, rolling through shoulders, and just let everything kind of be really, really soft here. And then when you're ready, coming back to that neutral position, bringing the hands to heart center, right foot roots down, we come onto left toes. So if you have your block here, popping it towards the right side of your mat, you may or may not want to go for this next variation. So on your next breath in, you're going to draw that left knee in towards the chest, hands at heart center, point the left toes. And then as you exhale, take that left foot all the way back with the toes pointed. Squeeze into your left glute. Inhale to bring it forward. And exhale, send it back. So creating this active dancer position. Inhale forward. And then exhale, send it back. This time hold. And then you've got the option to take that left hand back to the outside of the foot or the ankle. Reach the right arm forward and then start to kick your left foot into the hand as far as you can. And then when you can't take it back anymore, maybe then start to lean forward. So trying to, that activity that we created through the active variation, try and maintain that in left glute, squeeze in there. And then your option from here would be to find your gazing point slightly down, soften into right knee, gently and slowly release your fingertips or your hands to a block. Coming into this variation of your Ardha Chandrasana with your bind or Chapasana. Okay. And again, just find your way into a balance. You can play around with shifting the gaze. You don't have to lift that leg super high either. And then if you did come down, shift the gaze forward, soften into right knee. See if you can start to hover the right fingertips. Ooh. Come back into your dancer for a breath. And then everybody lower the left foot down towards the mat. As you inhale, reach the arms all the way up and we take those twists like we did on the knees. So exhale, left arm moves forward, right arm moves back. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist into your right. And then inhale, center. Exhale, left. This time, inhale, coming through center. Exhale, dive it all the way down. into your Uttanasana. This time option to grab hold of the toes with the 2 peace fingers as you really try and get that grip, pulling down. Maybe closing the eyes, allowing the head and neck to be really soft. You could play around with a little shift from side to side. And nice and slowly, when you are ready, roll in all the way up. Oh, if you use that block, pop it to the left, then roll all the way up. Okay, coming back to this neutral position. And again, just take a little moment to kind of have a shake out, maybe a little sway from side to side, being aware of any sensations that we might be feeling through the back, through the body. And again, as we move through the next variations, being really, really mindful that we stay in this place that feels good. Okay, left foot comes down or stays down. Come onto the right toes. As you breathe in, drawing the right knee into chest, bringing the hands to heart center, point the toes. Breathing out, send that right foot behind you, squeeze the right glute. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, send it back. Last one, inhale, center. And then exhale, send the right toes all the way back, lift, lift, lift. And then option, you could come to a wall. You could right hand grabs the right foot. You could reach the left arm forward. And then if you have gone for the grab, start kicking the foot into the hand. And then when we can't kick it anymore, reach the left arm forward into your Natarajasana or dancer. And then once you've had a breath or two there, you've got the option of slowly, I don't know if I can do this side, releasing the left fingertips down towards your mat or towards a block, and then opening the chest. I have gone. So take a few breaths again. I was going to say, doesn't matter if you fall. Clearly it doesn't matter. I fall a lot. But again, just breathing into it. See if you can find just that steadiness with wherever you're at right now, even if it's for just a little moment. If you have come down, we've got to do it again, get back up. So look forward, start to hover the hand. Ooh. Take a moment, back in your dancer. And then we all come to meet. Ooh, release the right foot down. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time we twist to the left first. Exhale, take that twist to your left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist into your right. Inhale, reach. Exhale to your left. And then inhale, reach. Exhale, right. Good. This time, inhale to reach all the way up. And exhale, dive it down. Inhale, create that space through the chest. Exhale, soften the knees, plant the hands, either moving through your vinyasa via a step or a jump, or come straight back to your downward facing dog. And then from here, we're just going to bring it all the way to seated. So look forward, soften the knees, however you would like to get there, via a few little steps, lower the knees, or a jump. And then bring in the soles of the feet down to the mat. And just take a few moments here to just either sway from side to side, to twist. Again, just do what feels good in your body. It might feel nice to kind of hug onto the knees and dome into the back. And then we're going to roll it all the way down. Nice and slowly, maybe bring in a block with you for some final options. So roll all the way down, draw the knees in towards you once more, just as where we began, either grabbing hold of the knees or the shins. And again, just take these few little circles, and also you could kind of take the knees away from each other and together. And then from there, Just lower the soles of the feet down to the edges of your mat. Sway the knees from side to side. We will come into one final back bend. Your choice where you would like to go from here. So you could bring your block in and come to a lovely restorative bridge. Bringing that block underneath the hips. You could come into your active bridge, or if wheel pose feels comfortable for you, or if you feel like you're in a position where you're open enough that you would like to have a go at coming into your wheel pose, and then we'll do that. I'll cue that one now. But again, just be really gentle, really mindful that whichever variation we're in, it feels like a really good place to be, and we can be present and we can stay with that breath without force. Okay, so if you are gonna come into your wheel, bring in the hands behind the head. Try and keep the legs parallel, the legs coming towards each other. They're gonna naturally want to kind of splay out. And then if you are coming up, push down through the feet. Coming all the way up, whichever variation you're in now, whether you're in bridge or wheel, squeezing into your glutes. And if you're in your wheel, you could have a go at just kind of swaying the weight forwards and backwards, and then really trying to push the chest through that space. Relaxing into the head and neck. You could even, as you come forwards, come all the way onto toes. And again, just really try and squeeze the legs towards each other. Release into the front body. Any pinching, any discomfort, just slowly bring it down. And then when you're ready, we will all come down. So super slow if you can. Just release all the way down. And then find your way onto your back. Okay, from there, we're going to end with a twist. First of all, again, let's just take those gentle sways from side to side. So you could take the arms out wide as you just sway the knees. And then choosing your variation for the twist. So you could stay with just the knees one side, or you could shift onto your right hip, shifting the hips towards the left, and drop the knees to the right. Crossing one leg on top of the other, or keeping knees together. And now just really allow everything to soften. So any twist here that just feels like it's really releasing. We've done all of this opening today. So just find the twist that allows you to just release here. To let go of any last little bits of tension. And then gently, when you next breathe in, coming through center, shifting onto that left hip, dropping the knees to the right. Nope, to the left. Maybe head drops to the right. And then final breath here. And slowly coming back to center, finding what you need as you come to close your practice. So it could be just a little hug of the knees, drawing the head up. It could be happy baby, anything at all. Again, that just feels kind. It feels like your body needs, your body will appreciate. And then slowly begin to make your way all the way down to your Savasana. Again, choosing any leg position, either legs out wide, or you could bring soles of the feet to the edges of the mat with the knees knocking in if you want to kind of continue to just get this release into your lower back. And just rest in the arms wherever feels comfortable. Gently closing the eyes. And let go. So if you are someone that is more drawn towards your stirrer, you find yourself quite busy, rushing around, maybe stressed. And now in our Savasana is a really good time to invite in this sukha, this energy of rest, of stillness. And for your next few breaths, we take those deep inhales. With the exhales, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the spine, letting everything just melt down. As we rest here in our final posture today, just let whatever is there just be there without trying to find anything particularly. Just noticing how you're feeling, accepting it. After all of this opening into heart, try and hold on to this energy of openness, of allowing all that love that is around us to come in, to see it, to notice it. And give yourself this love now, this compassionate rest. Okay. If you have the time, please stay in your Shavasana. If you would like to move on, maybe release in through wrists and ankles, that wiggle through the hips. And nice and slowly, either rolling on to your right side or taking a few gentle rocks. Keeping the eyes closed as you make your way to your comfortable seat. When you arrive there, bring in one hand back to the heart. Bring the other hand on top, gently bow the head. Just take a moment there. Maybe you can feel that beating of your heart. Take a moment of real appreciation to try and feel into this gratitude and this love for ourselves before we can go and give to others. It starts here, just with taking this time to just be a little bit kinder, to show ourselves this love, this compassion. Let's take a big releasing breath here. Inhale through the nose. And just let everything go. Bringing the hands together in Anjali Mudra. And taking that prayer to the third eye. Bowing down towards the earth. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. When you're ready, open the eyes. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for sharing your practice, your energy with me here. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you really managed to find your way into the flow that just felt, again, like that good point between the effort and the ease. And yeah, by continuing to kind of cultivate this awareness of how we treat our bodies here on the mats, we then can take that out and hopefully just be a bit more aware of treating ourselves just a little bit better through the challenges through life. So yes, thank you again, everyone, and I look forward to practicing with you here again very soon. Bye bye.